Hi, my name's Ruth from Gothic Decay and I make embroidery that looks like this. So I've got a slightly different video for you today. I again apologise for the washing machine, but well, I'll tell you why later. So what I'm going to show you is my little scrapbook of things. So it's my little sample book of pictures I like, little samples I've done that could be useful for the future. The reason is we're moving house. See, I had a good old moan in the last video, and now they've given us a week to move. So everything is chaos here. So I thought what I would do is have a nice little look through here, show you a little look around, and there we are. So what I do is I put little bits of quotes I like. I know might not like all of this, what this chap does, but he does come up with some quite nice quotes as well. So we've got stamps and stencils and things, and just a way to remind me of these things, because I'm a follower by nature, not a leader, and the way I try and make my work is something that I haven't really seen before, so I end up trying, kind of pointing the way rather than, anyway. Never mind. So there's some dodgy drawings and some stencils and some bits and little quotes that I like. Again, more dodgy drawings, sort of scratches of scratching the paper and then going over it with ink pads. Little quotes like, I've learnt over the years you have to give yourself time to play and accept that not everything will necessarily turn out as you'd hoped. Because sometimes it's easy to think that you're the only one who makes things go wrong all the time, and you know, why does it work for everyone else, and in this glorious Instagram world where everyone's perfect, and they're not, they're just hiding the imperfections. So this reminds me that things won't work and it's fine. So you know, what happens with different textures and shapes and things. So it's just a useful reference really for little samples. If in the evening you're listening to the radio, watching the telly or something, and you just sort of make a little bit of, you know, do a little stitch sample. What types of, it's a little running stitch with, you know, different thicknesses of threads, or different, you know, little Morse code things, or, you know, whatever takes your fancy of the day. The difference between Indian ink and Liquitex acrylic ink and other fascinating tales. So we've got some, you know, stitching with knots in. Does that work? What happens if you stitch on top of each other? What happens if you create spatter on top of stitching? Can you paint organza and this sort of thing? Little terrible design. My drawing is not, this is not, I'm not a good artist. I'm not good at drawing, so you'll have to excuse the pictures, but there's kind of ideas for embroideries and things, and I scribbled this out, and then I thought, that kind of looks like machine stitching. What happens if you machine stitch that? Oh, that's interesting. So again, a terrible picture, but it has potential for the future. Some scraps of organza stitched down to sort of highlight bits, and stencils, and can you colour scrim, and oh yes you can, look at that, and stick it in so you remember. Little again, reminding you of quotes and things that you find useful, what's bits you might have found in a magazine. I've got a few of those. I don't know if I can show you because of all the copyright stuff, but I will do my best to try and hide that. That's a reminder to use shading from James, you know, to shade things that are in the shadows. What happens if you sew with sewing cotton rather than embroidery thread? Does it work as nicely, and what stitches does it work well with, and that kind of thing. Some pictures I like. It's a little sort of weird design thing I did that I quite like for some reason. Little samples of a piece that I think I'm on my fourth rendition of this piece, and one day I'm going to get it right. So I think that was hand stitched, and I thought this is going to take too long, so I'll machine stitch it, you know, like the previous piece, and I was like, oh, I don't like that. So I went back to hand stitching and went, oh, this is going to take too long, and gave up. And you know, it's things that you learn from, things you go, actually that's quite interesting. So this is fabric that I've just printed onto. This was a video I saw of how to kind of hide edges by sort of folding them in on each other. This is just a silly sample of how to glue two pieces of cardboard together, because I've been trying to do that with something and couldn't find any decent glue. So I finally find that Yoo-Hoo glue works, not sponsored, just it says it there, and it works well. What happens with Inktense pencils on fabric? What happens with gesso and things, and pictures I liked and that kind of thing. Now, the rest of the book is full of, because I'm in the middle of moving, I've used up a lot of my magazines and, you know, cut the pages out that I liked. So I don't know if I can show you that because they might shout at me, I don't know. But anyway, I think this is a really, really useful thing. You can just look through when you're feeling like you need some inspiration, or, you know, sort of this, you think, oh, that would be the perfect use for whatever it is, whatever you're currently making. So just have a little play, you know, in the evening while you're doing something else. See what textures and things happen. Stick them all somewhere like this, like a little book, and just refer back to it. It's a really very, very useful resource. So anyway, yes, that's what I'm wittering on about today, and hopefully next video I show you will be in our new house. It might again be another short video because, as I say, we've got a week to move in and we're moving on Thursday, so I tend to get my videos up on a Sunday, but we'll see what we can find. Anyway, I shouldn't be showing you this because I might get told off. Whoops, it's me talking. So yes, hopefully I shall see you again with a different, probably the same table, but a different house. So no washing machine, no bathroom, no kitchen if we're going to get technical, but it'll be fine. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching and putting up with me wittering, but I would highly recommend doing something like this for yourself. Just to keep, like I say, referring back to, reminding yourself of little things, of funny little thoughts that you had. So thank you very, very much for watching, and if you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It does really help me a lot. Sorry about Loki then, he's just having a little meow for particularly odd reasons. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall see you soon. Thank you, bye bye.